All right, main event starting here in about 8 minutes or so. So I thought I'd just jump on and there we go. And I've already made my first mistake by accidentally refreshing the wrong thing. I was trying to refresh the boards that way. That was good, and accidentally refreshed myself. So here we go. Gonna be doing the main event here, and we are. See, I'll share the board so everybody can see it. Whoa! Don't want to share that board. Stop sharing that. So that has my cue on it. Want to share the actual one. It's late night. There we go. All right. So yeah, start main event here in a few minutes, about 7 minutes. Yeah, I got pick 14 to start, so we'll see how that goes. Feel free to ask me questions all throughout this, guys. Bear with me as I kind of get set up and kind of share this around the interwebs and stuff like that. So, but if you have any questions in the meantime, hey, Jason, good to see you. Feel free to just ask them. So, streaming. I'm going to put it on my phone here in a minute so I can watch it live during. Give me 1 sec. I'm just tweeting out this thing right now. And then, fuck it, I'm not going to share it more on Facebook or more on Facebook and stuff. I think that Twitter's good enough. That's where most people think I have any shot at Trout. No, I don't think. I think the news yesterday that he is planning on playing the whole season means he'll go away before 14. So kind of a bummer. I was really hoping to get him last night in my online championship. I had the 12th pick. He went 11th. Kind of bummed. I almost took him. Me and my partner almost took him in the main event earlier this week, and we ended up passing on him for Trey Turner. I still feel pretty good about that. It's always a bummer not to get Trout, though. You know, I mean, Trout's great, and I don't think he's going to miss much time. So, you know, those who got him later in drafts are benefiting from it. I'm just unfortunately not one of those guys. So I got pick 14 here, which means, I have a little bit of a strategy of what I want to do in the draft, but it's really going to be about what makes it to me here in the first round. I haven't taken a pitcher in the first 2 rounds of any draft yet this year. We'll see if that continues. We'll see if I'm forced into it because all the hitters I really would like go. But I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of pitchers go early in this draft. So that will be interesting. Also interesting the fact that there are a few people in this main event that are currently drafting another main event right now. So I'll be interested to see how they do with that. And I have one of the boards from that main event, so I'm just going to check it because I believe the guy picking 15 is in that main event, and I got the board for his first 2 picks. So can I have an idea of, okay, now he didn't pick 15 in that one, and I don't think there's anybody else in this main event. No, okay, just him. So I'm going to turn on the Giants game too while we're getting loaded up. Got about 4.5 minutes before the start of this thing. Again, you can always ask questions, and I will try to get to them. Hopefully I don't miss any. So, it's on ESPN, which is lame. The commentary for tonight's game, at least the Giants game, has been absolutely atrocious. In-game interviews with people not even playing in the game. So different and just absolutely atrocious. I understand that, you know, they pay a lot of money to get these games and stuff like that. I'm going to turn my fan off, so sorry if you guys are hearing that. But just, yeah, the in-game interviews, just like, talk to players from the teams playing. Don't talk like I love Matt Chapman. Love Matt Chapman. But I don't hear about his yoga in the middle of the first game of the season. Like, what a fucking waste of time. Unbelievable. Oh, also gonna crack open a drink and show off my t-shirt. I'm wearing the Justin Mason Main Event team t-shirt from RotoWire. The ambulance picture for last year's main event. My first main event this year, much better than last year's already. So even though I don't know that I had anybody, I'm sure I had somebody playing. I gotta go check, but it can't do any worse than I did last year. All my players got injured last year. A lot of them were injured coming into the season. So this is going to be a better year one way or another. But this is a tough group. So, got Batflip Crazy, in this, he's drafting 3rd. Got Ryan Bloomfield drafting 12th. Dusty Wagner drafting 11th. Medini won the main event. He's last year. He's number 4. Ziedemann, he came in 2nd in the main event last year. He's drafting 13. KC Cha is drafting 6th. NFBC Main Event. Or NFBC Hall of Famer inductee this year. So did a great interview with my boy Vlad Zedler. So okay. So hold on one sec. They're giving everybody dude's cell phone number in case you get kicked out of the draft. So I want to just take that down, make sure I have that. Just in case my computer freezes or something. All right. So still 1-1 in the Giants game. I didn't see the Walker Buehler interview. I was actually doing the dishes from dinner. I almost lost track of time and realized about 10 minutes ago, I was like, oh shit, my main event starts here soon. So I had to like run out real quick and be like, okay, let's get going. About a minute before the start. So here we go. Feel free to ask questions. If you're in the industry and you want to DM me to get in the stream, yeah, feel free. I might add you. So some people I've already thrown the link to, and we'll see if anybody joins. All right, here we go. I assume Cole's gonna go first. So we'll see if that is the case. You know, you automatically get a win. You automatically get those strikeouts. Decent ERA to start. So, I mean, that seems like the logical answer. Don't have a problem with Yelich or Acuna going first either. So we'll see what – I assume they're going to go in the first 3. And this dude's going to fucking time out. I don't know this guy, so we'll see. I do know Jason Duponte. He was in my last main event, so he was drafted next to me too, I think. Okay, I don't know what just happened. Clock just restarted. Okay, he took Acuna. There we go. Acuna, Yelich. Wow, Toby's going to get him. I mean, it's not surprising Toby took him, but it's kind of surprising that he actually made it to 3. That was, a bit surprising. So we shall see what else is going to happen here. I'm going to light up another cigarette just because I'm trying not to smoke in my offense, but didn't really. And Mike Trout goes 5. There we go. Right back up the boards. So figured that was going to happen. Though, I mean, people shouldn't have been letting him fall as deep as he was falling anyways. I mean, the fact he was going in the second round of some main events, I think he fell to like 18th or 19th in an OC. Like, it's just ridiculous value, people giving up on Trout. Best player in the game. All right, Trey Turner goes. I assumed he would go before my pick, but there was some chance that he could fall to me. Bellinger goes 7th. Wow. Okay. And here comes the pitching. So my question was, how many pitchers would come off the board? And now we've got DeGrom and Verlander off the board. So we'll see what makes it to me. You know, I'll be happy if, you know, a number of guys make it to me. There goes Trevor Story. I don't mind that. You know, Juan Soto news, you know, obviously I saw him drop down to the bottom of the second in a couple mains earlier today. Did you take Max's first start with a positive Ks, or worry about the BC's ERA and pimping Yanks? Ooh, that's a tough question. You know, it kind of depends on your team makeup, but I think you take it. That's a lot of Ks. All right. Let's see who we go with here, Bloomfield. Jose Ramirez goes 11th. Not a bad pick. I would have taken him if he had gotten to me. All right, so now I've got a real question because Lindor went. So it kind of depends on who Ziedemann takes here on what I'm going to do. Oh, he took Tatis. Interesting. Okay. I'm not going to take Stan. No, it's not going to happen. I'm debating. I think I'm going to take Arenado here and then see what happens on the turn. So Arenado just, you know, average power. It did. It look. I mean, Stanton's swing always looks sweet. So I'm taking Arenado. Second draft in a row, I've taken Arenado. Got Arenado in the second, my OC last night. Take him here in the first because there's definitely some guys I like pitching-wise to make it around to me if I want, or I can take another hitter if I want. So it kind of just depends on what Schroeder does. Oh, Schroeder took Scherzer. Okay. I'm kind of debating what I want here. Story Arenado is great. I went Lindor Arenado last night, which I felt really good about. So you know, the question becomes, oh, he took Clevenger. Okay. Do I want to take Walker Buehler? Or do I want to take JD Martinez? Or do I want to take... I'm going to take a pitcher. I haven't gotten Walker Buehler this year. And, you know, before the innings issues were creeping up, he was my number one pitcher, you know, when I thought, you know, he was going to be pitching full innings right away. I still don't mind it, and I'm just worried about what's going to make it back to me next round. So that'll probably be surprising to some people that I took Walker Buehler that early, but now I don't have to worry about pitching for quite a while. I can just load up on offense if that's what I want to do, unless I find value somewhere. So, see, Scherzer gone, Trout's gone. We just had Shane Bieber and Jack Flaherty come off the board. So it's also, I think, one of my first drafts where I haven't taken a shortstop or an outfielder in the first two picks. I've been doing a lot of, you know, builds with Lindor and then JD Martinez and Turner and JD Martinez. I like JD Martinez a lot. But, you know, I also want to diversify too. If something happens to JD Martinez, I don't want all my teams to be shot. So I like the safety that Nolan Arenado provides, and then I just love Walker Buehler from a straight pitching standpoint. So Still 1-1 in the game. Should be interesting. Be interested to see if or where Johnny Cueto. I assume he will be drafted in this draft because NFBC is doing this weird thing where they're letting all the games, or the lock isn't until tomorrow. So if you have a Giant or a Yankee or a Dodger or a National, you can make the decision after tonight on whether or not you're going to start them and get those stats or not take those stats. So if you don't want Max Scherzer's, ERA and WHIP from today, you don't have to take it. But if you do, you can. And so because of that, I drafted Johnny Cueto last night in my OC, and I'm likely going to use him. Okay, so now we've had Josh Hader goes off it in 6th pick of the 2nd round. We got Harper gone, Bregman gone, Strasburg gone, Devers gone, and then Hader gone. I mean, not surprised. Super surprised that he went, but a little bit surprised he went that early. So JD Martinez gone. I'll be interested to see where Kershaw falls, where Soto falls. So we shall see. Who went at 14 earlier? Soto? Oh, Hader. Yeah, I saw that one. I mean, he could return that value, but that feels like just like you could have gotten him in the 2nd round there. I just don't understand that one. But were you that fish? So Freeman gone, Mondesi gone. Yeah, of course Trout went 5th. He's not going to miss much time. I'd take him 5th or 6th. It's the right spot for him. In a 15-teamer, so much upside. He's missed a quarter of the season before and still returned top 20 value. I mean, it's he's amazing. All right, Marte gone. Alex Siege, if you guys want to jump into this, it's too low. Well, I can understand people still being a little skeptical, but if either of you guys want to jump into this live stream, just DM me. I'll send you the link. So you're more than welcome to join me. I'm actually just copying the link right now, just in case anybody DMs me. Okay, who have I missed? Oh, the guy who took Acuna took Castillo and Giolito on the turn. Don't mind that at all. And then Kettle Marte is gone. Da-da-da. I assumed Real Muto's gone. He was the guy I was thinking about for the 3rd or 4th. So that's kind of a bummer. I'm glad I got him last night. Charlie Morton. As much as you love me, you love sleep. That's okay. All right, Charlie Morton. Sorry, guys. I got to update my list as we go. So that's why I invited other people in if they wanted to join me. So that way, have people who can carry the conversation when I can't. But hopefully, I'm surprised as many people are actually even watching. I assume it's mostly people from the draft. All right, Patrick Corbin gone. See, and this is kind of what I was afraid of in terms of why I took Walker Buehler. I was just afraid that when it got back to me, I wasn't going to really like many of the pitchers. Because there goes Barrios, another guy I like. Though I don't think I would have taken him in the 3rd, 4th either. So Aaron Judge, he gone. Gleyber Torres, he gone. All right. So just throw in some people in my queue, just in case it gets back to me. I just want to watch Trainwreck. All right, thanks, Greg. I would have given you the entry in here too. Oh, there we go. I think someone's going to join me. So let's see. Let's see when he does, and it's almost my pick. Bo Bichette and Altuve gone. Okay, so let's see what. Altuve gone, Bichette gone. Hey, Mr. Siege, how you doing, my friend?
Not too bad, buddy. How are you?
Good. You are super loud in my ear right now.
Alrighty, I can turn myself down.
Dun, dun, dun. Did you draft tonight?
I did.
Nice. What'd your team look like?
So we did we were the hater team.
Okay, you took him 14th overall?
Yeah, that was us. So we had a 3-player tier behind him, and we just didn't want to get sniped on the turn. I have him as the number 4 overall player. I know that's extremely out there, but we talk about 5-category hitters, and to me, he's the only 5-category pitcher, and that has value in this shortened season. So
right.
we wanted him.
I'm on the clock right now. You got to talk me out of taking Juan Soto in the 3rd round.
So that was our plan, was to take Juan Soto in the 3rd round. But the news since then has been more pessimistic, that they think that the rapid fire tests are the one that are negative. So I don't know.
I'm doing it. Juan Soto in the 3rd round.
It's hard to argue with that. We that was our intention when we took Hader in the 1st, was to take Juan Soto in the 3rd and basically it'd be like, getting Hader in the late 3rd and Soto in the 1st. That was our plan. Just didn't quite work.
I just don't think he's going to make it back around to me. Oh, and Ozzy Albies just went. I think Schroeder would have taken him there. So, question is now, who does Schroeder take? And I might actually do something I haven't done yet in a draft, but I'm debating it right now, which would be take 2 pitchers in my first 4 rounds. Because I'm assuming Schroeder's not going to take a 3rd pitcher right here, though he could. I've seen a lot of people take 3 pitchers to start off their draft in the main, but the draft I saw of Schroeder's earlier, he took 4 straight hitters, so I was actually kind of surprised, and he did. Oh, he just took Darvish. Okay, he took the guy I was thinking about, so definitely taking a hitter now. So I think the right answer is probably Xander Bogaerts right here. But I'm just kind of looking at my sheet and just double checking. And I'm going to take Xander Bogaerts. All right, I like that start. Walker Buehler, Juan Soto, Nolan Arenado, Xander Bogaerts, my first 4 picks.
I love Xander, so I'm definitely on board with that in the 4th round.
And
he's falling to the 5th in some rounds for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't either. I mean, I think he maybe gets lumped in as kind of a boring guy because shortstop is 1, just super deep, but 2, also like he doesn't have that one carrying tool other than batting average. I think it's a mistake personally, but I understand, I guess, why people are doing that.
Yeah, I get it. It's just some of the players that get pushed up over him. I'm just like, they have the same flaws, except they're not as good. They're not as young, talented, and they're not in the AL East, which is one of the best divisions for hitting in all of baseball. So, yeah. I like Xander a lot.
Well, and he's clearly safer than a lot of the guys going in the rounds around, going the same pick around him. So, like, that to me is like the reason to take him. Like, he's gonna produce something good for you. Like, it's not you're going to be disappointed in the outcome. So,
yeah, it's just hard for me to just see like why, JD Martinez is going in late 2 and Bogarts is going in the 4th. That feels a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And wow, Dusty's partner must be all over Keston here because when I tried to draft him a couple hours ago, I ended up winning the debate, but he was not having it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, he was not a Keston Hero fan, and then the way the board fell, he kind of just made sense. But good to see that maybe he's learned on his ways of Keston Hero. Keston Hero is going to be a stud.
I think he's going to be really good, but there's also a huge amount of downside with that strikeout rate. Like it's going to, it could go horribly wrong. And we've seen it go horribly wrong for young players in their, second season. And so, like, do I think that's going to happen? No, obviously not. But I definitely, I got in an argument with one of my writers, Bruce Cagle, about him versus Ozzy Albies. And he's like, Albies shouldn't be going that high. Hura should be going over him. I'm like, Albies is 23 and been a stud. I don't understand the idea that Albies, one, can't get better, and two, isn't extremely safer.
Yeah, see, I'm with him. I would absolutely take Keston Hero over Ozzy Albies. You couldn't pay me to take Ozzy Albies in the first 5 rounds.
Really?
Yeah, I am as beyond off on Ozzy Albies as you can be. I mean, we had no indication at any of the minor league levels other than a brief stint at AAA that the K rate is going to be part of his profile moving forward. So I think we're all just projecting that. And there's a lot of room for upside if he improves in that metric, and he easily can. He's only 23 himself, and he's done very well at every level. And until last year, had no K rates above 20%. So I think there's definitely room for improvement there as well as he becomes more experienced and gets a second look around at these guys.
No, I mean, I don't think you're necessarily wrong there. I just also think there is a lot of downside, and I'm trying, outside of taking Juan Soto, I'm trying to stay
outside of taking the riskiest player in the entire draft, other than maybe Clayton Kershaw, you are playing it safe. I got you.
Yeah, I'm trying to play it safe this year. But, I mean, the upside on Soto is just immense in the 3rd round, so wasn't going to pass on that.
I don't blame you. That we wanted him at 314. We didn't get that luxury, sadly.
I'm surprised he made it. Like I said, I saw him go in the back end of the 2nd in a couple mains earlier today. And so I was like, oh, he's not even going to be there. And I was like, if he's there at 3, though, I think I have to take him unless somebody else, more interesting drops. And there goes Matt Olson. So far, let's see. The team is Arenado, Buehler, Soto, and Bogarts. Really stocking up on some. What are you doing to my team? My wife is very upset. I'm drafting a great team right now, baby. Don't you worry. It's still way too early to call it a great team, but it should be fun at least. It's different from my other ones. Oh, Lance Lynn. Wow, he went way earlier than I thought he was going to go.
Yeah, that's the highest I've seen him go.
Yeah, his min pick was 75 before this draft. So, yeah, that's the highest he has gone, I think. And, I mean, my sheet's updated as of earlier today, so.
Yeah, I have it up as of today as well, and, yeah, that's definitely a min pick.
So, question becomes, who am I going to start targeting? Definitely need some guys who can steal bases if that's possible. We'll see, because, I mean, Soto will probably steal a few bags, but Arenado ain't stealing shit. Now Bogarts steal a few bags too, but
it's certainly something you're going to have to address at some point.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll see what happens when it gets to me. Nobody necessarily completely jumping off the page at me right now as someone I necessarily want to target. So we'll see what happens when it gets to me. I'm about, 10 picks away. So definitely still a ton of talent on the board. How many closers have gone? I'm assuming just Yates and – has Yates even gone off the board yet?
I was keeping my mouth shut, but yeah, there's only one that's fallen off the board so far.
Wow, okay. I'm just surprised. Usually this is about the time
I suspect it's going to start momentarily now that you said something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, one, people are listening to the stream, and two, Castellanos goes there. Okay. I got Castellanos in my OC last night, so that's good enough for me. Brandon Woodruff goes. Okay, well, I'm a bit surprised so far on.
Let me just say, I would be very, very stunned if he made it to your pick.
He's not going to make it to my pick. No, for sure.
I can't imagine.
I'm just surprised that a second closer hasn't gone off the board at pick 66.
Yeah, you would think by now that's normally when people are like ready to row in terms of closers, but apparently not.
I mean, they've just been going off the board so crazy early. Vlad Guerrero, okay. I mean, we're at 68. Is 69 the magic number? Is that the thing that is going to, make people go for it?
I don't know, but I'm about to pull up the ADP because now I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I mean, it's past Yates's max pick. So if something happened to Yates that I don't know about, that's the real.
Not as of like an hour ago when I last looked at him.
So I mean, that becomes the real question is, does he fall to me and I find out like, okay, he's,
Yeah. I didn't hit the enter key. I probably should do that.
Let's see. I'm going to check Roto World on my phone and make sure, because Nelson Cruz just went, he went super late too in this draft. Jesus, what is going on here?
People got to get those starters, got to get that hitting base as well.
I guess it's just, I'm very surprised this is the way the draft has kind of fallen, because we're now at pick 70, and Yates is still on the board. There he goes. Okay.
I mean, very nice start for Team 10, though, to get Hader Yates. That's a pretty nice combo there.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Heading into this draft, his low was...
It was like 60-something.
Yeah, where can't they find
60.
him now?
He was 60 coming into this draft.
Yeah, so he hadn't gotten out of the fourth round in any draft, which makes sense.
Yeah, so. I'm just super surprised that is where it's kind of fallen. And, I mean, we're still at a point now where, there's guys that could fall to me that I just did not think were going to be available at the picks that I'm going to have a shot at them at. So I'm just I'm a bit surprised with the way this draft is falling, and it's going to make me change my my strategy if it goes this way. So.
Yeah, there's been a few jumps, too, that have really kind of helped out. Tim Anderson, Lance Lynn, and all it takes is one or two guys to get pushed up to get some value to fall back to.
And this is what I've been talking about all draft season is, like, a lot of people are coming in with these set plans and they're not deviating when the draft board falls. Because, let's see, who just went? Anthony Rendon, that was an auto draft. I don't know if they're going to back that out or not. But now I've got a decision on who I want to take here, and I'm torn. I'm just gonna put a guy in my queue just in case I do get auto drafted. But I'm really kind of surprised on what's going on. So I think I'm going to take some speed in Victor Robe. Victor Robe's batting ninth, though. That's the scary part. He batted ninth today. I'm going to take Liam Hendricks and get a closer, a top tier closer that's not sick or on the IL or not opening with the team like Roberto Osuna, and then I'm going to see what comes around to me. And Schroeder took Taylor Rogers and Kenley Jansen. So now the debate comes on whether I want to take a hitter or I want to take a pitcher. I'm gonna take my boy Max Muncy. I want that positional eligibility.
Flexible, definitely can put him in different spots. You get that nice 1-for-4 start. You're off to the races. 250 batting average.
That's okay. That's probably what he's gonna hit this year, but hopefully it come with some home runs. And I'm interested to see, when did your draft end?
Ended like 40 minutes ago, 35 minutes ago.
Did anybody take Cueto?
Yeah, he went. It was right after the first inning, and he went pretty early. Yeah,
I'm wondering where he's going to go because I took him in my OC last night just to take advantage of that the rules for this year. So okay, there goes Robles. Is that Jose Abreu? Okay. This is just
that whip's all not great, and you're not even getting a win. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes.
Whip's not awful, is it? He only how many base runs?
1.5.
Oh yeah, no, that whip's not great. Yeah, and you're only getting 3 strikeouts from it too.
Yeah, so it's not terrible, but it's not exactly.
It's not ideal either. Yeah.
No.
Maybe I won't use him. We'll see. I'll have to take a look at my team tomorrow and see if I want to throw him in my OC lineup or just drop him. So, be interested to see. I saw Kershaw went in at least one main event this afternoon in like the 6th round, but in a bunch of them, he didn't go in the top 6 rounds. So, I'll be interested to see where he goes. He'll definitely not be on my list since I already have Soto on the team.
Yeah, I can tell you where he went if I pull it up. It's the second one we did. And shocker, we're in last place already. Not very surprising. And
they're saying my board is blurry. I'll refresh the board, but I don't know how much I can really do to help that out. Let me know if that's any better.
He was an auto pick, if I remember correctly, right when we were actually considering taking him. Yeah, it was the round that we thought about just taking him. He was an auto pick in somewhere right around here, round 9.
Now the closers are coming off the board. Just seeing them all just fly off the board now.
I mean, so Team 10 took the 3rd closer and just started the whole run.
Well, I think it started with me because I took 1, then the guy took 2, and then it's just been completely mayhem on closers right now. So I'm glad I got the one I wanted. I just hopefully Hendricks just keeps the job and performs well.
Yeah, so it was. I mean, the Hader Yates Ozuna team is definitely investing in the closer position too.
Yeah, which it's not an awful strategy, but
nope, we did it. We took Hader, Rogers, Ozuna. So
yeah, don't mind that at all. Oh, it might be the size of your phone. Yeah, probably it's your phone, dude. Okay, Tommy Pham off the board. He's a guy I could have gotten for stolen bases. Definitely going to need to attack steals at some point here. But I wanted that position flexibility in a closer. I didn't get position flexibility in my OC last night, and it's the only real weakness on my team. Donaldson off the board.
Yeah, I haven't had it up with much position flexibility in mine. I draft the guys that you just draft to get flexibility, but aren't very flexible themselves. So,
yeah, I've been targeting a lot of positional flexibility just because you want guys to cover when you do have the inevitable injury or the inevitable COVID case. So I've been really putting a premium on that. Kluber off the board. So interesting. Definitely going to need to get some speed at some point.
Yeah, this has definitely got the feel of like the FOMO draft where it's just like, I've missed out on this player all of draft season, so now I'm going to shove him up around their house.
Yeah, and I mean, and you got to think some people are drunk right now, right? I mean, it's 12:30 on the East Coast, 9:30 on the West Coast. Some people have had some beers before they started this.
I know Dusty's had something a little stronger than that. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He said he was gonna.
Oh yeah. When we got sniped on Kyle Tucker, I think that was really the end for him, and I think he moved to the hard stuff at that point.
So I want to see this guy's team that's drafted 3 closers already. So he has Story, Hader, Altuve, Blackman, Yates, and Ozuna. Wow. Does he say Chapman if he falls there?
I think you kind of got to stop at 3.
You got to get offense at some point, right?
Yeah, I mean the offense isn't terrible. Blackman, Altuve, Story, but you're going to need more in terms of quantity
and starting pitching too. Does he have a starting pitcher yet? No, he doesn't have a starting pitcher. So
well, I assume he's probably going to wait on starting pitching. Normally, what you do when you get the 3 closers is you just wait. We ended up having to take Sonny Gray because he just fell too far, but. Normally, it's kind of I think we took Sonny Gray in round 7, and then we didn't take another pitcher until round 20. So,
speaking of Sonny Gray, he just came off the board.
Yeah, only reason I mentioned him, he did come off the board.
So I think
I'm just really interested in Casey Shaw too. I was in a draft with him this afternoon, and I'm really curious to see which players he kind of keeps. So kind of from DFS perspective. Which players does he really like that I should be trying to jam into my lineups really and often? So far there's a couple.
He's such a good player.
It's so good. When he takes one of your guys, you just feel like you're like that sucks, but it's also good to know that he really likes him.
Yeah, some validation. He's definitely a really good player. All right, so where are we at right now? We got Urias just went off the board. Goldschmidt's off the board. Interested to see Carrasco just went off the board. Let's see. Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. What, I'm 6 picks away.
How many players in your queue right now?
Just one, but I mean, a lot of guys I can really target right here. Just kind of looking and seeing what I want to do. I got an idea of at least one of my picks I'm going to make, and then it's just a matter of who drops to me. So I want to, let's see. I obviously want to get some speed, but I also don't want to overpay for it.
The classic main event conundrum. I want it, but I don't want to overpay for it.
Yeah, exactly. And Anthony Rizzo, he was a guy that was in my queue. So Dusty. SP2 time. We'll see. We'll see who falls to me. Next pick. Bloomfield just took Mike Moustakas, who was in my queue. Okay, so let's see what Ziedemann does here. Ziedemann, I think, finished second in the main event last year with the guy who finished first and the guy who finished second, and KC Chaw, and Ryan Bloomfield, and Toby. And he just took Edwin Diaz. So that makes my decision not any less difficult here. So I'm going to debate between Soler and Josh Bell. One of
those has been free falling. I have set the max pick on one of those players twice today.
Which one?
Soler.
Really? I don't understand why he's free falling.
I said it once and then I said it again. Yeah. So I don't know if that influences your decision at all, but.
Well, I don't think he's gonna. What was the max pick?
Like early 10th round.
Wow, really? Okay.
And then it was late 9th round when I said it earlier. So.
I'm gonna take Josh Bell. I don't like the depth at first base, and I don't have.
You mean you don't want to be starting G-Man Choi at first base? You laugh. That's a situation I am in. And
I thought you were making a joke about my OC team because I took G-Man Choi as my corner in my OC. So because he's gonna lead off against righties, and they're gonna face 2 righties in this opening series. So probably get jettisoned off my team after that.
They're facing 3 this weekend. If it makes you feel any better.
Oh really?
Shu, Roark, and
Ryu, right?
Oh, I forgot about Ryu.
Yeah, so he'll sit the first game, but the next 2 and then he'll jettison him off my team for somebody else.
No, they're starting Shoemaker in the opening game. Hold on.
I thought they're starting Ryu in the opening series. I'm pretty sure. I thought Shoemaker was starting game 2.
Let me pull up the.
Which Schroeder doing here?
It's Ryu, Shoemaker, Roark. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so I can't. I'm going to be really surprised if he takes my guy here. And I don't think he's listening because I think he's still finishing up a draft right now. He just took Gary Sanchez. Okay, now I got to debate on whether I want to take Soler here or I want to take Aroldis Chapman, which would be my second COVID guy. But it's just extreme amount of value. Oh my God, I'm doing what I did in my last main event. Oh, debating.
Plenty of time, 30 seconds.
Yeah, debating. You know what? Fuck it, I'm doing it. It's just too good of a value to pass up here. Gonna get my 2 locked in closers, and be happy. So, fucking stop it. My wife's watching and apparently she's
Stop taking all the hurt players.
Pick. It's not a bad pick, you son of a bitch. You can take 2. You can take 2 and be okay. I just can't take anymore.
we took 2 COVID guys. We took Austin Meadows in the early 8th round. And so he went in the 4th round here. That feels like a better value now. And then we took the guy who might never report to camp. We'll see.
Who?
The DH from Houston.
Oh, I took Alvarez in my OC last night, but I took the max pick on him in the OCs.
Yeah, we took a near max pick on Jordan too.
Yeah,
I had done it earlier in the day, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. And then we waited another round, and I was like, fine.
My wife just asked me why I didn't ask her to just burn the money in the backyard.
It's not that bad.
No, it's not. But it's funny.
It's funny seeing Dusty take all the players I said no to at like the early afternoon window. He's just like, they're taking them all. Robles, Suarez, Correa. Actually, did we end up with Correa? We did end up with Correa. So I guess I lost that battle, but.
All right, so let's see. I think he's gone.
They've got 8 straight hitters. Wow.
Who has? Oh, they haven't taken a picture yet?
No, that's 8 straight.
I mean, I don't mind that strategy.
Yeah, I don't mind the taking hitting strategy if you get some closers, but when you have to work a rotation and a bullpen,
yeah,
oh boy, that's going to get hard very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, there's still some very good, starters on the board. I'm not super worried about that at all. But I mean, I haven't been a guy to take starting pitching very high this year. I mean, I think Kershaw is a great example of like, oh, 2nd round pitcher, and you just like, somebody started Soto Kershaw a few days ago and was stoked. Now, obviously,
and now it's just like, should I even bother setting the lineup tomorrow?
Yeah, it's just that's the brutal part. The one thing I do need to be cognizant of is making sure I have enough active pitchers because I've already drafted Chapman and Buehler, and neither of them are going to pitch this weekend.
Yeah, we ended up with that issue and ended up having to draft like Jose Urena in the 30th round, and I wouldn't normally say a name, but we were the first people to take him, so I feel pretty safe too.
You can say names. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. I still try not to, but Jose. It was like the last active pitcher available was like Jose Urena, and I was like, I guess we're taking him.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when it gets back to me. I'm feeling pretty good about the team thus far. There goes Hansel Robles. He was a guy I was actually thinking about. But now I don't have to worry about reaching for questionable closers. I know Walter's going to say, like, by the way, for a late first look, Kiki is 3 for 4 with a run and 3 RBIs. Oh, I turned the Giants game off at the wrong time. God damn it.
Yeah, it's your boy Max Muncy's got that RBI walk.
I mean, I'll take it for my fantasy team, but I have a bet with Matt Davis on this game, so I need the Giants to come through for me. Oh, Tommy Edman, he was the guy I was going to take next round.
That game, the Giants are not coming through for you.
Oh, that's fucking bullshit. All right, so there goes Kershaw in the back or the top of the 9th round. That's some fucking value if he's fine, or if he ends up being fine.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have to see, but I mean, didn't sound very good.
No, I mean, when you're scratched for opening day, that's never a good sign.
No, it's not.
Getting more closers off the board. Mark Melanson gone. Brandon Workman gone. So I'm going to start putting guys in my queue. Oh, and I can't spell. There's the guy I hope I get. And then let's take some backups. Jimenez, Ken Grimble. Contreras is gone.
Yeah, that triggered the third level closer run.
Yeah,
and Jimenez.
I figured it'd happen in the 8th. You know, just this draft is one of the few drafts where we've seen closers get pushed down. I'm not gonna worry too much about that because I got mine already, and I like the values I got on them. Biggio gone. He's a guy I could have taken. Sano gone. Okay, Schwarber is gone, so I can cross him off.
Corey Seager gone. That's pretty interesting. He hasn't looked all that great in camp.
No, I'm staying away from Corey Seager. He's just not as interesting of a player that he was when he, first came up. Just, that's the unfortunate truth of it is he is just not that interesting anymore. Yeah. So here becomes the question is does the guy I want make it back to me? And then I need to check and look at Glenn Schroeder's team and see what he's got. He's got to go offense. There goes Franmil. There goes Benintendi. So yeah, I'll be interested to see where May goes, especially if he's going to be in the rotation. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be on my team, but
yeah, he's a guy that can go, like that start wasn't all that encouraging, so it might not be as crazy as you think.
Yeah. I want to look up someone real quick while I'm not quite yet on the clock.
It's always a good idea to look them up before you're on the clock.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, Soroka just went. All right, so now I am on the clock. Okay, I'm taking Soler here. I'm glad I passed on him. Because I'm pretty sure Schroeder is going to go hitter here because he's already got 5 pitchers. So I'd be very surprised if he takes the pitcher that I'm eyeing up right now.
Yeah, possible, but it would definitely be a surprise too, especially with the 3 hitters he's taken. He kind of needs a little batting average help too. So I definitely think he'd be hitter here for sure.
So that should leave my dude for me, which will make me happy because I haven't gotten. Oh, but you know what I'm gonna? He took Hoskins, batting average sinkhole potential, and I'm just gonna look up on Twitter to make sure my guy. There's no news on him. Now check Roto World. Well, if he's just going to punt average, why don't you just take Joey Gallo? I mean, at this point, Gallo is a huge fucking value too.
Yeah, for sure. So Hoskins isn't exactly the world's safest batting average guy either. So
yeah, so maybe he's punting batting average, figuring he can get those. Hey, he took Gallo. All right, I'm taking Kenta Maeda.
Number 2 for the Twins. Good team, good schedule. Hard to argue that.
Yeah, and gotta hope that the Twins aren't going to play the games with his contract. In a season where they really want to compete. So. Like that as my number 2.
Yep, so, definitely about the right price for him too. You definitely didn't overpay there, so that's always nice.
I like how I've got writers from my site just trolling the fuck out of me right now. In Walter McMichael and Greg Blankenship, and they're not coming into this.
What's wrong with Greg? Come on. Hop in. You can make fun of my team if you don't want to make fun of Justin's. I mean, we've got
want to make fun of me, so
I mean,
Escobar, Hoskins gone, Mercado's gone.
Mercado was gone just a little while ago.
Yeah, I just got to update my sheet. Just haven't been doing that as quickly as I should. All right. He's gone. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, he's still there. He just went Zach Wheeler. People back on the Zach Wheeler train now that he's going to play.
Yeah, I was the last one to get any sort of value on him. I think I got him like in the 14th round in a main where I needed like pitching. And I was like,
I'm not a big Zach Wheeler guy. But, yeah. David Dahl, people are falling for that again.
You could insert people are falling for that with just about every single Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I mean, I'm part of that too, but not with David Dahl. Yeah. It's nearly 1 a.m. He'll end up winning kids. Hey, at least he likes my team. There you go. I like my team too. There's definitely some risk to it. It's a lot more risky than my other main event team. But, I thought Leclerc went. I wasn't going to take him because I already got 2 closers, but.
So it's just, you're not going to win a main event by being safe.
I disagree with that. We've seen lots of people win the main event by being safe. Dave Potts is a great example of that.
In 162 games, sure. Over 60, I don't think it's going to fly.
I don't know that that's true. Just because, obviously whoever wins this year is going to be the person who doesn't get the unluckiest. I think, people don't lose as long as you don't lose a bunch of players and stuff like that, then the talent. But, there are going to be really good players that lose this season because they just get unlucky. They're going to be good players. Doesn't matter, and, they're going to lose people to COVID. They're going to lose people to injury. And you lose a guy to a month injury and you've got to drop him, right? You can't hold on to a second rounder if he's going to miss a month.
Yeah, that's gonna make Fab like crazy, you know, as that player starts to come back, and it's 2 weeks. You know, how much is he gonna go for? Is someone gonna hold him for $1 and try to stash him? It's gonna be wild.
It really is. I mean, it's gonna be a really fun season, and I think it's one of those years like, you know, I've had some writers that have said they're not. Oh, Kyle Hendricks, damn it, my boy, Kyle Hendricks. I've had some writers who've said, like, you know, they're not going to play season long now because they just don't want to invest in something that could turn out to be, you know, a huge shit show, which I completely understand. At the same time, someone's got to win that $100,000, right? As long as there's an actual season.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's me. Well, probably not the team we drafted. Probably not the team we drafted tonight. But I mean, if things go right, like that team, you know, if that team gets healthy real quick, it's gonna be a force. So it'll be interesting. I mean, we need Meadows and Alvarez to come back at some point, like soon rather than later. Yep. But if they do, you know, suddenly we've got, you know, 3 elite closers, a stud pitcher, and then we got 7 or 8 strong bats. So, you know, can compete.
Walter's asking for the hater in the first explanation again.
Yeah, so we were going to take him at 17, right? And so at that point, the question is, when we had a 3-person tier of Arenado, Bregman, and Martinez, and we know that all 3 of them couldn't go. So why would we risk letting Hader get sniped at the turn when we know we're assured of one of the 3 players we have graded out in the same tier? So we decided to take Hader in the first, and then take whatever player was left for us. We actually had a choice between 2 of them, and we took Bregman.
Yeah,
but more. Let's be clear. 14th was our 15th choice in KDS, so like we weren't thrilled to be back there.
Oh, all right, here we go. Polanco just went. Another guy I was necessarily going to target in the next round, but a good player nonetheless.
And also, too, I have him graded like as the number 4 overall player, just because of his 5 category contributions. So we were super, super high on the player too, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with you grading him out that high either. I've said that I think that he could easily return 2nd round value. Or I mean, even 1st round value. I mean, if he's going to pitch 2 innings 3 to 4 times a week for them, that's going to be better than any starter in a 1 week, you know, or even a 2 week for the most part stretch. So yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
It looks weird for sure when you're like, what? Josh Hader in the 1st round.
It does look weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it looks very weird. I'm staring at the board and it still looks very weird. So, yeah, you're like, what, why, huh? But you know, our very first OC we got him at like 310, but so the question was just like there were a lot, like the board had a fall where like all 13 of our guys like went ahead, like all 12 of our, actually I think we had 12 above Hader, like all 12 had to go in front of us, right? So it wasn't a situation where like we were absolutely taking Hader no matter what. But
Dusty didn't get Kyle Tucker either.
Oh, we passed on him earlier, and he was quite angry at me. We passed on him for Jordan, and we were like, this way will be fine. Tucker will make it back, and he didn't make it back, and that's when he started getting very grumpy.
He's gonna be grumpy again. Oh man!
I mean, it's fine. We already had enough freaking like injured and players not playing as is. Like, we didn't really need to add another one.
Yeah.
Despite what he says, he would definitely say like he's amazing. He's going to play every day, but just the fact that he could even potentially not start for Diaz was enough for me to be like, we need some counting stats.
And there goes Buxton. So both the guys I was looking at, in Elvis Andrus and Buxton, go before my next pick. That's quite the bummer.
Sorry to whoever just posted that comment. I missed it. I was trying to read it and then I missed it. Womp womp.
So now I have to decide what I want to do instead. And Danny Santana goes too. God damn it! Wow, this is okay.
Welcome to the main event.
Why is Michael Conforto still on the board?
I don't know. I can't. I honestly don't. I haven't tried to draft Michael Conforto anywhere, so
I mean,
does
I
feel a little
haven't
late.
either.
You should try
But
to draft players you like normally.
I like Michael Conforto, but he just hasn't been. He's been going higher than I'm willing to take him, and right now he's sitting here at pick 164, which is his max pick in the main event, and I'm trying to figure out why.
I mean, as players rise, some must fall.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take Michael Conforto and just be happy with it, I guess. So I'll take that. So the question now becomes: do I go pitcher or do I go hitter? Assuming Glenn is gonna. Oh, Glenn, did he just take a pitcher again? He took Richel. Okay. Oh God, to Malix or to not Malix? That is the question.
We had that's about when we had the tough Malix conversation a couple hours ago. So I don't envy you at all.
Malix is Garrett Hampson.
Speaking of, don't fool me once again, Colorado.
Yeah, and I just took him last night too, so it's having me a little bit more. Maybe I'll go the safe route and take Lorenzo Cain. Oh, Lorenzo Cain, Malik Smith. Lorenzo Cain, Malik. I'm going Lorenzo Cain. I'll take a little bit of a safer player especially with a batting average. He's gonna get runs. Never Malik's. May went over C-Mart. Someone just said. So May's gone. Has C-Mart gone?
Yeah, he went a couple picks after.
Okay, so update my sheet again. All right, nobody on this sheet I need. So, all right, Rich Hill just went. He's still there. Ian Kennedy went a while ago. Kyle Tucker went. I just took Kane. Buxton went. All right, Sean Doolittle just went. Okay, so I got some speed. Probably not enough, though. So I'm definitely going to have to keep hammering that at some point. But there goes Ryu finally. Boyd was the other guy I was thinking of taking there. So he just went off the board. I love me some Matthew Boyd, but I really felt getting the speed from Kane was more important than getting another starting pitcher because, like I've said, there's just a ton of starting pitchers I love this year, and I'm willing to wait on that for a while. So
yeah, probably just a luxury you couldn't afford.
Yeah, I want to make sure my average is good. Someone just took someone who was on my queue. Oh, it was Matthew Boyd. All right, Daniel Murphy, Alex Wood. Kepler gone. Kepler was a guy on my queue. He's gone. Musgrove. Fuck, I just put him in my queue.
There's nothing worse than when you type someone into your queue and then they go and you're like, where'd he go? I just put him in my queue.
Oh, I know I just hit that star.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm surprised Adam Eaton is still on the board, considering he got a home run tonight.
Yeah, we had that conversation too. He actually didn't get jumped that high, all things considered.
Yeah.
So
There's a guy I can take next round. That'll make things nicer. So, and then Gurriel Jr. still. So, do you know what happened to Eduardo Rodriguez? Like, he got. Like, I know I saw that he was Justin passing him out. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, I passed on him I have Malik's my other main event, so I feel like I can, and that's weirdly the safer main event. But so what's going on with Eduardo Rodriguez?
So looks like basically that he had virus-related relapse, or they didn't use the word relapse, setback. So he's not going to throw for an indefinite period of time. I took that to be arm fatigue, but I don't know for sure. That was my guess. Another player on the COVID list that we ended up with in that YOLO team.
Oh, I mean, at some point he becomes interesting, but not for me because I already have too much risk on my team. So I'm probably gonna have to stay away from that. But interested to kind of see who might be available for my next pick. Toby, Batflip Crazy. I wonder if he's going to join the stream at some point.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to critique you. You haven't taken enough pitching yet, probably.
Yeah. Does the 3 batter minimum not apply? Caleb Freising only phase 2. I think because he finished an inning. As long as you finish an inning, it's fine.
Yeah, and you don't have to get 3 outs. You just have to face 3 batters.
Oh yeah, that too. I don't remember exactly what happened there though.
I don't know what the situation he's particularly talking about, but
yeah. He gone.
He saved you from yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Malik's left. That's not what I was even thinking about. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I've already got 4 outfielders. The one's not going to start. I'm going to move those guys that are not going to start into my reserve list, so I can keep a better track of what I have to do for this opening weekend. So technically, I only have 3 outfielders. Oh, and there goes Garrett Hampson. And it's like people are just like hitting me right in the heart. He's gone. So, is there something up with Lords Gurriel Jr.? I thought he was returning. Then
I haven't seen anything on him.
I thought he was returning. There goes Odor. And E5. Oh, I don't know why this guy's in my queue. Though I could technically take him, so.
Always a rousing endorsement. I have absolutely no idea why this guy's on my queue.
But I could take him, so let's just take him off and then put him right back in.
Yeah.
Let's see what Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is doing and why he's still on the board at this point. I mean, I know he was dealing with a side issue, but they said they believe he's going to be ready for opening day. I think people are just playing it safe on him, I guess. I'm probably going to play it safe on him too. Oh, well, Sal Perez was the guy that I put in my queue, and then he got taken, and then I put him back. So let me also check the guy I'm about to pick in case. Dun, 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 dun. Oh wow, Corbin Burns is already gone. Wow. All right.
Yeah, that I like the player, but he's moved into the you can have him category for me.
Yeah, he's just a bit too expensive now.
And you are on the clock.
I am, and I'm going to take Chris Davis.
Yeah.
Didn't want to necessarily take another offensive player, but I like me some Chris Davis. And he was on the board there, but definitely going to be taking a pitcher of some sort with my next pick. So J.D. Davis is a good pick too.
Yeah, definitely a good pick.
So I'm going to probably reach for some people, but not reach for me on my next guy. It's one of my favorite pitchers that's out there. Oh, and then he took Lawrence Gurriel Jr., so he took the discount on Gurriel and took J.D. Davis. I like both those picks. I'm going to take my boy Garrett Richards. Not necessarily who you want is your third starting pitcher, but I believe big things are going to come, and he looks so good in that last start. So I'm happy landing him there. So we shall see if the other guys in my queue make it back around to me. I'm going to start adding some more guys in my queue. So, Aaron Savali gone. There goes Adam Eaton. I thought about pulling the trigger right there on him.
Yeah, for me, I really think Soto's gonna be back by the end of the weekend. I think it's a false positive. That's just my guess.
Yeah, that's my hope. Gotta hope, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Those rapid tests are normally not as reliable, but they did the swab and they did the nasal, and they both came back negative. I don't know. And the fact that like only Soto's test came back positive out of all those Nationals tests, I don't know. I can definitely see this one being a false positive because we haven't had a false positive yet in baseball. We've seen it multiple times on the PGA Tour. So
the addiction specialist keeps talking. Garrett Richards. Matt, you want to come in this stream as well? I can send you the link if you want.
Yeah, come on in. Or let's going to keep chirping from the peanut gallery. Probably.
Yeah.
Safer alternative for him.
He's got a baby, a brand new baby too, so he may not want to wake him up.
That's a fair point.
But he'll message me if he does. Anybody know what the Giant score is right now?
8-1.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ! Oh fuck, that hurts. Well, let me check my DFS scores then.
Do you have Kike Hernandez?
I did not.
Then you don't bother.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that hurts.
What 3 singles? Yeah, actually, if you're gonna take some, Kike, 4 for 5, 3 singles, a home run, 2 runs, and 5 RBIs.
Oh, Jesus. Side.
And there he goes. Kike just went to Team 14.
There you go.
14th round on Kike, coming off of that strong performance to look in those stats. Hard to argue.
Yeah, no, it's.
I don't even know if Kike went in our main event. Like that's how.
Yeah, I mean that. Remember last year? The guy who drafted all the Mariners and fucking A's players. Because.
The road drafter. The road drafter.
I mean, he spent $1,700 to have a screenshot of his main event be up top,
Yeah, it's like 4th round. Hunter Strickland, I think it was.
Yeah, 4th round Hunter Strickland. Took like Domingo Santana in the 5th or something like that. I mean, it was great for a minute for him. Not that great after that.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Yale's gone. Dun, dun, dun. So he gone. I know he's gone. He's gone. Not going to take him, so I can just cross him off the list. He's still there. He's gone. He's gone. Not going to take him, so I can cross him off the list. He's gone. Oh, there goes Cron. Oh, Newman's gone. I'm pretty sure he's gone. So I can just get rid of that one. Alex Wood is gone. I'm guessing he must be gone. He's definitely gone. I saw him go. I'm going to stay away from him. Da-da.
That was quick.
Okay, here we go. Go to Rizzy.
So who got the phantom win for the Dodgers?
I'm not gonna say because I just put him in my queue.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'm sure someone else is. I'm just trying to figure out where to take him. Watch, he's gonna go off like right here because I know there are people who are just watching the stream and drafting this draft. So.
I was just more curious if it was someone that I had drafted, but sadly
it's not. Yeah, no.
I took a couple gambles, but no dice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took some gambles as well in some other draft or in my draft last night, but none of them really paid off. Cueto's the only one I've got to make a decision on, but like I said, I don't know that I want that. I mean, 150 whip isn't that bad with it only being 5 innings, but
4 innings if it makes you feel any better.
Oh god, yeah, no. So I'm probably not going to put Cueto in my lineup. 3 strikeouts doesn't help either. Yeah. I was really hoping to just pick up the win. So, all right. Well, the guy I passed on last round is still on the board, which is encouraging. So let's see what happens. I got 5 more picks in front of me.
Yeah. After you pick your next couple picks, I'm probably gonna let you go. I got to start working on that. I got to start working on that MLB article for tomorrow. So.
Yeah, I've got to write 2 MLB articles after this.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun though. I wish there was a noon game. Like I wish there was baseball on all day, but I'll settle for.
There's a 1 p.m. game, isn't there?
Are you on the West Coast?
Yeah, no, it's 10 a.m. my time, I thought.
No, at the earliest game is 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, that's a bummer. I was really hoping I'd have a morning game to like put in the background while I worked.
Me too, and then I realized that like the first game is the Mets and Braves. So, womp womp.
Oh, 1 p.m. Oh, 1 p.m. Pacific. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah, I'll take that. All right, here we go. About to get to me. Colton Wong went. He was the guy I was thinking about.
Very good source of steal, good average, great batting order spot.
Great defense, which will keep him in the lineup.
I don't know why you would ever hate on him.
I love Colton Wong. And there goes Mitch Keller right before I pick. God damn it. Oh, that's a huge fucking bummer.
Welcome to the main event.
Yeah, it's been a whole draft of that. Okay.
I agree with that assessment out of the 14th spot. We had the same thing happen to us.
Yeah, not really my ideal spot, but is what it is. I'm going to take Andrew McCutchen here, kind of bump up my runs scored a little bit, and get me now my 5th outfielder, but Soto is, not going to start. So that's really my 4th outfielder in terms of this weekend. But I can wait on my 5th outfielder now. He just took Nate Pearson, Schroeder. Wow, okay.
That's as late as I've seen him go. He went in the 11th round in ours.
Wow. I'm not
higher than that too.
I mean, I love the raw talent, but I mean, first time through the majors, Beast East. I just don't know that that's what I want to do.
Camden in the summer is his home park. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Really. I got some late shares that I will explore and see how he is, but certainly not going to take any new ones.
And I'm about to take the guy I have the most on every team once Glenn Schroeder takes his pick, and I assume he won't take the guy. Oh, to Brandon Lau, which is another guy I really like, but I'm going to take me some Daniel Hudson and get my third closer. So there we go. All right, buddy. It was great seeing you. Thanks for coming on.
Absolutely, man. Hopefully you crush the back half.
I'm hoping to. So thank you very much, man. I'll definitely talk to you soon.
All right, man. Good luck.
All right. Take care. All right. So now it is just me. Okay. And Dylan Cease just went. He was the other guy I was kind of looking at. So, hey, thanks, man. I hope you do well this season as well. This is this is going to be a rough season, I think, for everybody, but it's going to be fun. Embrace the crazy. So now I've just got to decide who is going to be my next pick. I've got a while before my next pick. Probably need some pitching here at some point because I only have 3 starters and one of them's not pitching this weekend because I took Walker Buehler in the second round. So need to start loading up on some pitchers I know will be pitching. So that is the ultimate question, and I am at kind of a little bit of a loss of who that's going to be right now. So let's see who gets to me. That is going to be kind of what happens. Griffin Canning just went. He was a guy that could have taken, but just worried about the injury history right there. And my wife is texting me. There we go. They're going to check the comet. So if you guys, I think today's like the best day to go see the comet that's going through. It's definitely, if you walk outside and kind of in a clear area, it's a good spot for, or a good time to do that. All right, so I'm going to start adding some people to my queue and seeing who, I'm assuming this guy's already gone. Oh, he's not gone. Okay, well, going to put him in my queue and then hope for the best. We'll see if he makes it to me. So, feel free to ask me questions and kind of keep me going. It's late. I know it's 1:14 or 1:14 Eastern, 10:14 my time in the Pacific. So yeah, I mean, let's see how it goes. I'm gonna just take a quick picture of my draft so I can text it to someone. Thought Matthew Davis was going to join me, but he's not feeling well, so that is not going to be the case here. So, dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. We are in the 16th round. I guess I can run down my team real quick for those that are interested. Nolan Arenado, Walker Buehler, Juan Soto, Xander Bogaerts, Liam Hendricks, Max Muncy, Josh Bell, Aroldis Chapman, Jorge Soler, Kenta Maeda, Michael Conforto, Lorenzo Cain, Chris Davis, Garrett Richards, Andrew McCutchen, Daniel Hudson. I like my team so far. I definitely am light on some things, though. I'm light on strikeouts and wins, and I'm light on stolen bases. So it's definitely something I'm going to need to address here at some point, and probably pretty fucking quick. So let's just kind of looking at things on my other screen in terms of when guys are starting. I've got a lot of guys starting that aren't going to be starting this weekend. It's not really like how I like to build my team. And so I'm kind of seeing some of the projected starters and relievers that I could potentially. So, I'm just debating at what point I want to take certain guys. Because we're now in the 17th round. So Spencer Howard. See, the thing is I can't really afford another stash because I already have Soto and Chapman and Walker Buehler, who's not going to pitch this weekend. So it becomes difficult to do another stash in the main. You just don't. I mean, a lot of leagues are going to be won and lost by a few strikeouts, of a win or two, stolen bases or whatever. And you're going to kick yourself if you took 4 zeros in the opening weekend. So I've really put an emphasis on making sure that I have a lineup that is going to field a bunch of people who are pitching and hitting, throughout this weekend. So that is, that is kind of the game plan. We'll see what happens. I need to, kind of update my sheet real quick as I'm talking to you guys. So feel free to ask questions if you want. Getting to the nitty gritty of things right now. I think that sheet is actually probably pretty dead at this point. I know those guys are gone. I'm sure that guy's gone. Didn't want him anyways. Oh, Adrian Hauser just went. So, Singer is not a bad option at some point. I don't know how I feel about a rookie pitcher, though. Valdi's gone. Oh, and I'm about to be on the clock. So, okay. Hold on one sec as I start to kind of go through my sheet and see if there's someone that makes sense for me. Okay, I definitely knew who my first pick's going to be. So now it's a matter of what I want to do with my second pick. Let's look. All right, because I'm going to take Zach Britton here and get another closer and kind of make up for the fact that Chapman isn't going to be pitching for me right away. And that'll help. And then the question is, who do I want to take as my next guy? Okay. So I just got autoed on him, which is fine. But let's go middle. Okay. Let's go corner and see if there's anybody that really just jumps out to me. Okay. Shit, I don't know who to take here. Second base. Is it too early for him is the question. Oh, those question. Can any of those guys move? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they can't. I took Chris Bassett. Probably not a great pick right there. I don't really need another outfielder. That's the problem, because I've got Soto and I've got 4 other outfielders. Soto won't play this weekend, but I assume he'll be back soon. So I took Chris Bassett. Not really in love with that pick. But I was running out of time, and there were, the only guy I really liked was Shogi Akiyama. But I don't want him to be a reserve player for me in a week. That's a really early time to have another reserve player in a week. So probably should have just taken Akiyama. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, well. So here we go. Got to start kind of loading up my queue for the next round, figure out which pitchers I'm going to target or hitters if I'm, there's the problem is I'm light on speed, and there's not a lot of solutions for that right now. So I'm trying to figure out how to work my way around that. And there's not necessarily an easy answer of a guy that's going to steal a lot of bases this late in the draft. So I'm going to try to work around that problem and see what happens here. That's a guy. That's a guy that could do it, but not a guy I really like. Yandy season. Yeah, no, not going to touch Yandy Diaz. That's one, doesn't fit what my team needs right now. And 2, I just don't trust the Rays in terms of platooning and the way they're going to platoon quite a bit. So kind of just looking and seeing who might be a cheap source of speed for me here in my next few rounds. I might be able to do it, but I really should have just reached on a speed guy earlier, because I'm definitely going to be hurting in the stolen bases part. Getting a bunch of, yeah, okay. Getting some people texting me. Take this guy. Yep. Those are some guys that I can probably go after. So thank you, Billy. Definitely some guys that I can think about later on. Here goes Trent Grisham, your boy Zach. Kind of just looking at my sheets. Pitching has been quite a bit brutal in this one. And this is the problem when you kind of wait on pitching, is you get put in a position like I am now where you're kind of hurting for it. So that's okay. I wanted a strong offense. It's been my strategy all along. And I'm okay with waiting a little bit on other guys. So, oh, there goes Corey Kniebel. God, it's awful seeing guys like Anthony Discofani, who you love, and then realizing that they're not going to be available for you. So right now I've already filled up 4 of my reserve spots for this short week, which is kind of a bummer. So just kind of looking and looking at who are some of my options here. Before it gets to me, I got an idea of what I'm going to do this next 2 rounds. Yeah, Billy, I saw your message. Definitely a guy I'll be thinking about. Want to see where he's hitting in the order, though. And is he going to platoon? And what's his eligibility? Oh, he's already gone, apparently. Wow, that's a bit surprising that he's already gone. Oh, maybe he's not already gone. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Nope, he's not already gone. I'm going to add him to the queue as well and then check. Added another guy too. Just want to find what his. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do for my next 2 picks, which is going to be interesting to say the least. So we'll see. And Akiyama's still on the board, yo. Fucking somebody take him before I make him a reserve player for much of the season. And I guess I could always take him, slot him in now, and then worry about it later. Can always have an injury. I'm gonna put him on my list. Gotta put him on my list. See what happens. I also want to check where Glenn Schroeder is in terms of what he's doing. Okay, he's taken a lot of hitters recently, so he's probably going to take at least 1 pitcher. All right, I'm going to take Nico Goodrum just because he will steal some bases. He might lead off. He's got multi-positional eligibility, which is nice. Second base, shortstop, and outfield. And then we'll see what Mr. Glenn Schroeder does. God, Akiyama is just such a good value right now. But he doesn't fit what I need, which is a kind of a bummer. If I realized he was going to be there, I would have reached on some other guy and for speed or pitching. But it is what it is. He took Aaron Hicks and Spencer Howard. Okay. Aaron Hicks is not a bad pick. That could have been what I did. Okay, so now I got to decide between him and him. 20th round. All right, 20th round. I'm going to take Adam Kolarek and get that win. And it's a guy I can throw into my lineup for this week and then drop. So, just throw him in my lineup for now, and he'll be my first drop. So, definitely going to need to keep working starters and pitchers, or starters and speed here. But right now, I am kind of focused on figuring out who's going to be my next guy. Let's see, where is he pitching in the rotation? That could be a guy. I'm gonna, let's see. And there goes Akiyama. Who took Akiyama? Who did it? I don't know who that guy is, but that's a really good pick. I mean, that's just way late. Matt Davis, I told him it took Choleric, and he goes, now take Kiki. I was like, he's already gone. Already gone. All right, so now I need to start looking at guys that are going to pitch. Let's see. Let's see, July. Okay, so I want to look at who's going to pitch, not tomorrow, but Saturday. Okay, now I want to look at who's going to pitch on Sunday. Interesting. Okay. Just kind of looking at who's going to be pitching. Oh, well, the guy I was just thinking about was Spencer Turnbull. He's gone. He gone. All right. I've already got 3 pitchers on my reserve list that aren't going to pitch here in the first few days. So really can only afford to take 1 more, and then I got to get 3 more that are going to pitch either relief or I risk taking a 0. Is Rich Hill pitching on this 3-day? He is. Well, okay. I thought maybe he would be the 4th starter, but apparently not. So now I'm going to have to make a decision between, or just take a 0, and that's going to be a bummer. But all right. Okay. Those are the 2 guys that are in my queue right now. Now I can come back over here. All right, so sorry I'm being a little boring, and just kind of figuring out what I'm going to do. Team so far: Nolan Arenado, Bueller, Soto, Xander Bogaerts, Liam Hendricks, Max Muncy, Josh Bell, Aroldis Chapman, Jorge Soler, Kenta Maeda, Michael Conforto, Lorenzo Cain, Chris Davis, Garrett Richards, Andrew McCutchen, Daniel Hudson, Zach Britton, and Chris Bassett, Nico Goodrum, and Adam Choleric. So far, I like my team, but I'm definitely light in a number of different areas, in speed, and in strikeouts and wins. So I definitely need to continue to kind of address those areas of need. The question becomes, how do I do that? at this point in the draft. So I'm trying to figure that out as I kind of go, and see what's going to be happening. But there's not a lot of easy solutions to that. I'd like to get a pitcher that is going to pitch, either start or relieve here in these first opening games. I guess I could take an extra pitcher and really set myself up for next week, and then I can just stream in a hitter. That's not a bad idea, actually. Because, my offense is pretty well set at this fucking point. I'm pretty much punting catcher, right? So at this point, I might as well. So I know what I'm going to do with my next 2 picks here, as long as I don't get sniped here in my next 2 picks and the 2 picks that are in between my 2 picks. The question becomes, what do I do if I do get sniped? That can be an answer there, because I think that is a good decision. And then let's see where this guy is. Oh, duh. I can just check over here and see. Okay, so he's not. Okay, so he's not pitching this weekend. Okay. And I did get sniped. My boy Kyle Gibson. Damn you, Brian Bloomfield. I hope you're listening to this. You mother. Oh my God. Okay. Now I'm a little pissed off. Okay. That sucks. Because that was my dude. Okay. Fuck me. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna take Homer Bailey here. And now I gotta figure out what else I want to do. Kind of look and see if there's a CI that's interesting to me. Not really. I can move guys from CI to MI, right? Yes, I can move Max Muncy to CI, and then I can take an MI. Is there an MI that's interesting to me? That's kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay, I'm gonna move him up. Actually, I'm gonna move him up. And then I'm gonna look over here and see if there's a guy that's interesting to me too. Maybe I can sneak someone. I'm gonna take Luis Ariz. And at least he's gonna, so Muncy's gonna move to CI, and then Ariz is gonna move to second base. At least I'm, kind of helping my average. Yeah, that's I hope Ryan joins me at some point. Said he might later on. Toby said he might join me later on, but I'm pretty pissed about that one. That's one, good value on him, but 2, that's my guy. That's fucking sucks. It is what it is. So yeah, that's a bit brutal. Oh, so brutal. Yeah, Paul will get a kick out of that. That's my first like really pissed off, point in this draft is losing out on my boy right there. So, yeah, I love Kyle Gibson this year. It's one of the few teams I don't have him on. It sucks that's what happened to me. This is an interesting one. Maybe this is a guy I target in the last round, just in case. So, yeah, no, that hurts. That hurts my soul. I mean, he's a good player, so I can't be too, or a sneaky pitcher, so I can't be too upset about it. At the same time, that's my dude, yo. Why would you do that to me, Ryan? I thought we were friends. Apparently not that good of friends. So whatever, though. It is what it is. Okay, that's a guy I can add there and just wait on. I'm going to go back now already. Yeah, definitely light on speed. Definitely light on speed. Definitely light on strikeouts. Definitely light on wins. So definitely need to continue to address that, especially because Homer Bailey is going to pitch next week, not this week. So I already got 4 reserve pitchers and 3 open spots. So now I got to figure out what that's going to mean for my team. So let's Oh, okay. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Because at this point, I'm, really focused on what I'm doing here. Oh, there goes Anibal Sanchez, guy I was just looking at potentially taking. So that's kind of a bummer. Let's get the schedule up and kind of figure out who I've got an idea of who I'm gonna take next. I've got an idea of 2 of the guys I'm gonna take next, but I want to just make sure that I think that they're both gonna do what I want them to do. Okay. Okay, schedule, there we go. Okay. So let's see. Looking for, okay, that's not going to be, okay, he's definitely not pitching right now. Mike Fierce, he could have been a guy I should, and there goes Pablo Lopez. Okay, so now I don't have a guy that I was going to target here. Really gonna have to come up with something interesting here. I mean, I guess I could take him and really just risk the awful start he's got coming up. Or I could just take relief pitchers. So I've got a few picks. Ooh, Yasiel Puig just went. Someone just took Anthony Descalfani. I'm assuming they took him this late, so I'm assuming he knows about the injury. But I don't know how you can hold on to Descalfani right now. I had texted Paul a few names that I'm now going to be. Okay, there we go. Okay. At him. We're gonna steer straight into my skid. And not worry too much about what I've been doing and kind of hope for the best here. Definitely not how I envisioned this kind of working out. So I'm just kind of looking up some guys and making sure that they're actually healthy and playing, and so that way I don't end up in a situation when I set my lineup for tomorrow where I'm worried about things. So, oh, and I'm on the clock. Okay, so here we go. All right, I'm probably going to take Kevin Kiermaier here and see if I can maybe sneak some early speed at my last outfield spot. But then I've got to figure out who the fuck else I'm going to take. And that is the tough question. But I've got a little bit of time to make that decision because I got 12 seconds. I'm going to let it just run down. I'm the person everybody hates right now. So I'm just running down the clock constantly. But I'm okay with that. You know what? Fuck them. A lot of money on the line here. Okay. So. Dun 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 dun. Gonna add him for later. Wow, I'm really having a hard time figuring out what I'm gonna do here. All right, he just took AJ Pollock. Okay. We're in the 24th round. Oh, okay. Oh, he just took Tyler Rogers. This is a really good pick, actually. Means no. We're gonna move him up. Okay, I've got to. Okay, we're gonna take Austin Nola, and he's gonna become my first catcher in a few days. So I got to stash him for a little bit, and then he will probably be my catcher here pretty quick. I could actually probably start him too, because they are facing a bunch of righties, which he hits well. So, but there's my first catcher situation. So not completely punting on catcher. I mean, technically I am. So, but now I have one reserve spot left and still 3 pitchers to get. So, here we go. Getting down to the nitty gritty. I mean, I've got a lot of pitchers in my queue right now. So, I mean, I think someone just took one of them. Did they? Maybe I didn't put him in my queue. So, I mean, I do have a lot of pitchers in my queue. That there's a guy I could take, but I don't know that I want him for his first matchup, which is kind of a bummer. Now let's see. Let's see what his other matchups are. Can't be great. And I think he might have. Did he just go? Oh no, he didn't go. Okay, I'm gonna put him in my queue just to be on the safe side. This is so I'm sorry, this is not very exciting. So, but I've got to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do here. So if he starts tomorrow, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Maybe I can do it. Okay, we'll see. I don't know if he's even going to make it back. Oh, and someone took Bradley Zimmer. Wow. Hell of a pick, Schmidt. I don't know who you are, but if you're watching, hell of a pick. That was going to be my last round pick, and now I'm super bummed. So, and look, joining me right now is my buddy, Ryan Bloomfield.
You're looking a little lonely here in your little shed.
Oh, and now we got Toby too. Okay, so Ryan, I gotta ask you.
Ryan, I'm for your money here. I gotta.
Oh, people are just all up in my fucking queue, dude. This is really pissing me off. Ryan, have you been listening to this stream at all?
I listened at the beginning.
Okay, so you did not hear me. You did not hear me scream just so fucking loud at you when you took Kyle Gibson. Like all queued up, ready to go. I'd passed on him a bunch of times, and just absolutely lost my shit.
I took him. I almost didn't take him because I took him in last night's main. I don't try and take the same guy twice, but this late, like whatever. So yeah, I'm glad you screamed. I hope it woke up your kid.
Toby, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good. About to snag some Merrill Kelly right here.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
Gibson's got a nice 2-start week too. Next week, he's got the Giants, who are terrible.
How dare you?
Good. He'll pair well with Tanaka next week for me.
Where's Merrill Kelly pitching? He's still Arizona, right?
Yeah, he's in Arizona. He's the number 5. So he has the Rangers and the Giants next week.
No, the Giants do not play the Diamondbacks next week.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
well, he's got the Rangers and maybe the Rockies at home then.
Okay, yeah, because the Giants play the Padres and then start a series against the Rangers.
Okay.
So,
I like your Choleric grab.
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't know where to do that.
I thought about it too. Like where the hell do you 20th?
Yeah.
I just didn't know. I felt at 20 like that was probably my last opportunity.
Yeah.
And I've got so many guys that are either, starting the year on the IL or not pitching in this first 3 games that I was like, okay, I need some just guaranteed stats. And Choleric did that. So I'm still in a position where I still need some of those guys, but I'll turn him over next, on Sunday.
Right.
But getting that win and 2 or 3 strikeouts and clean ratios, maybe it's a reach at 20, but guaranteed production, I'll take it.
Can I tell you guys how happy I was when Cole fell to me at 3?
Oh, I texted you before. I was like, I don't think that's happier
in my entire life.
Absolutely shocked. Absolutely shocked that happened.
I mean, he's been going 1, like straight up 1 the last couple days, and almost.
And he's got a win and a 1-hitter. Like
right.
Yeah, I was absolutely shocked. Like I said it on the stream, I was like, Cole's going first. That's where he should go, and then the guy timed out. So like, I don't know if he meant to grab Acuna or not.
He timed
his
out.
draft's been strange all night long.
Yeah. There's a number of people in this draft that were still drafting in the previous main.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
really?
in with Gecko last night, and he's like, my picks are gonna be a little late. I'm in the middle of my other main. I'm like, what the
Yeah. Like Glenn Schroeder, who's picking 15, he was in a main, for the first hour and a half of this draft. So I don't know if anybody. I think also. Oh God, I'm blanking on dude's name now. Medini. I think Medini's like in every draft.
He's in it. Well, he's got a little bankroll. Yeah, he's got some bankroll built up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I mean, so does Ziedemann. He finished second last year, so. Yeah. I mean, this has just kind of been a brutal draft. It's been such a weird draft.
I feel weird, but
I definitely have some work to do. Like, I like my team, but I've been saying the whole time, like, I'm light on Ks, I'm light on wins, and I'm light on speed, which is not what you want to feel like when you're in the 25th round. That being said, I love the rest of my team. And Ryan Bloomfield's on the clock right as we speak.
What you're not light on is COVID players too.
I'm not, but I'm really
I'm just giving you shit.
I'm hoping they come back pretty quick.
Yeah.
How's my hospital award look? I haven't taken any more injured players, babe. Don't worry.
Haven't you learned your lesson, Justin?
You think I would, but I mean, Soto in the third, and then wherever I got Chapman was, I mean, just two really, really great deals. So I'm willing to take the risk because it's only those two. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to take a homer pick that may end up biting me a little bit. But
I think I know who it is.
It's one of the few pitchers that are left that are going to be starting here in the next 3 days. It's Jeff Samardzija.
Oh, wow.
He fell a lot.
89 mile per hour fastball or whatever he's thrown up there now.
Yeah.
I don't buy any of the fucking miles per hour and StatCast data coming out right now. Eno's article.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I haven't read the whole thing, but I listened to his podcast and heard him talking about it. Yeah,
so I'm a bit worried about all of that stuff. It's going to make fantasy very, very difficult. But I like Shark. He's going to get innings, and I'm wondering if, I mean, obviously the Dodgers broke out later in the day today, but I do wonder a bit about. There was talk about that batter's eye causing problems for hitters.
Mm.
And I'm wondering if
really?
Actually, that hitters on the Dodgers were complaining about it. And so I'm kind of wondering now if that is actually coming to fruition. And that's why people struggled early on in the game a little bit. So we'll see. All right, now I'm going to take technically my first catcher in Jason Castro.
Nice.
So
at a certain point, you got to punt it. I'm punting my second catcher. So
I took Austin Nola last round. So
that's a nice pickup because is he starting? Is he starting now that what's his name is out?
Exactly. So he won't
be
stealing
Toby. Hirano from me.
I apologize, man.
What a nasty move. We're on the same stream and you're taking my backup guy? Unbelievable. I joined this exclusively so that you wouldn't take him.
I don't think Hirano's going to make or break your deal there.
I don't know. That closer thing was so weird.
I got screwed, and I mean, Toby, I think we're in the same boat. Like, we both got one closer, like what, 8th or 9th round, and then it's a place I don't want to be in where I've got like 1 foot in, and then I didn't get like the closers. I was gonna take Kinsler. He went like 5 rounds before ADP, so I was gonna take him, but
I've got 4. I've got 4 closers.
I'll trade you, Justin.
Yeah. Can we make a trade? I mean, one of them's Zach Britton, so he's really just filling in for Chapman. But I mean,
who's your other? Oh, okay, Hudson and
Hendricks. So, which I feel pretty good about. I mean, I'm a big believer that Hudson's going to get some of the share of saves, if not all of them. I mean, he's the guy they trust in the World Series. I know a lot of people are still believing it's Doolittle, but
and I still think there's I don't know, Doolittle. I think he's been pretty vocal about might be pretty quick to opt out. if something happens, and something has already happened with Soto. So.
Oh, you guys still there?
Yeah.
Toby's still there. I lost Ryan.
I'm still here. I'm just quiet.
Yeah, no, my screen froze for a second there, and it might have booted out Ryan.
Yeah, so. I froze up, I think.
I did too. So it's probably my internet.
This is why I didn't join the stream in the first.
It's my wife pulling the cord on the Ethernet cord.
On your last draft.
Yeah, because she's already said never ask again. So which I get it, I guess.
Did you guys notice Dusty took what? 9 hitters in a row.
Okay, I saw the first 8. Yeah, I mean, not an awful strategy.
No, I mean it's just interesting.
I just, what's he going to do for closers? He punted closers?
Yeah, he does not have a closer.
He does not have
Dusty doesn't have a closer.
He doesn't have a single relief pitcher.
Fascinating.
He took all starters. Yeah, he took all starters.
So
unless St. Louis names Carlos Martinez in a change of fate closer.
Yeah, I mean, shit, they could. Who knows? I mean, I don't trust that situation at fucking all. It just, I mean, I'm totally out on that situation. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more rounds, or 4 more rounds, and then we're done. It's moved fairly quickly.
It's moved real quick.
Yeah,
so we're only
a lot quicker than most drafts.
Yeah,
like
so a little too quick. I timed out with my Rendon pick. He was topping my queue. But,
I saw that. I didn't know if he was a guy you were actually targeting.
No, I was fine with him. I was debating, and Dusty right before me took Suarez, and I didn't see it. So I was going to take Suarez, and he wasn't coming up in the draft room, and whatever.
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, it's happened a couple times tonight where it happened with David Dahl. I thought I was going to grab Dahl, and I type his name in, and got to fill the queue first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I almost timed out at one point, and that's where I ended up with. Who did I end up with that I wasn't necessarily super thrilled about? I can't remember, but
you definitely Justin sniped the hell out of me with.
Did I?
Who was it? I remember feeling a lot of pain. Muncy. I wanted Muncy.
Yeah, and part of me regrets the pick a little bit because I probably should have reached on some speed at that point. But
yeah,
my last draft I didn't get positional flexibility, and I really felt like I wanted that here. Especially in a 15-teamer. And so I was like, you know what? He's definitely not making it back around to me. So why not just take it now?
Yeah.
I mean, Max Muncy is one of the guys I have on the most amount of teams.
I like him. And then, I mean, it sounds like he's going to lead off every day.
Yeah.
At least the next few weeks. I mean, that's huge in that lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And plus the position flexibility, I was not happy.
Well, I'll
trade you Kyle Gibson for
Max Muncy. I think that if we were allowed to trade, I would totally do it.
It's against the rules, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, because I definitely could use some speed right now.
You didn't get much speed, huh?
No, I mean, I've been kind of piecemealing it. I passed on Malix. I got Lorenzo Cain. I got Lorenzo Cain, Nico Goodrum, Bubba's dude. Conforto will chip in. I'm assuming McCutchen may chip in, and then I grabbed Kevin Kiermaier, just to play for a little while until Soto's back. Hopefully maybe he'll steal a few bases early and then get hurt. So, yeah, but I'm not feeling super great about my speed situation. That's definitely for sure.
I mean, you're 15 team. You're always going to have
You've got to have a hole somewhere.
You have a hole, so you got to be comfortable with where it's at.
Yeah,
I'm super low in power.
I've got plenty of power. I strikeouts and speed are probably my two biggest need areas. So
I'm still pissed about the closer thing. God,
I know. That's what I hate about this. I hate having one closer. I mean, I took freaking Michael Givens for my second closer.
Totally.
Well, yeah. I mean, with Hunter Harvey hurt again, I mean, he probably is.
I mean, yeah,
he's
that's
the guy until Baltimore
thinking.
Trades him. I mean, that's the fear.
Or until it's August 20th and Baltimore's won 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Coming up on my next pick, you just took Chirinos.
Yeah, I just second catcher.
Yeah, I'm definitely punting my last catcher since I've got. All right, I'm gonna take Daniel Ponce de Leon.
All right.
And hope that he gets in as kind of a cleanup guy. Maybe sneaks me a win, some strikeouts, and then hope that my next guy that I'm drafting makes it back around to me. Because if
name him, come on, we're friends. You can name.
Well,
him.
I mean, I don't think that Glenn Schroeder's listening to me, but you never know. I mean, there's currently 10 people watching the stream.
So, it's everybody else in the draft.
Yeah, it's just everybody in the draft, right? I did the OC last night or yesterday. Clark Schmidt right there. Okay. And no joke, there were at least 7 people in the draft that were watching the stream. And they announced themselves, which is great. Max Kepler seemed to drop a couple rounds since March. Any reason why? I think it's just pitching being pushed up.
Gecko got Kepler at like pick 200 yet last night.
Wow.
Like, it just wasn't a good fit for my team. I was like, I love Brian Reynolds this year.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bunch of Brian Reynolds shares and I needed a batting average, but it was like Kepler at 190. Like,
yeah. That lineup. Oh,
I gotta check. I can't remember who a team is playing. Oh, okay. Do I want to do that or not? He doesn't strike out a lot of guys, so that's probably not the best idea.
I'm trying to make sure I can field a
that's
pitching
what I'm
staff this weekend.
That's what I'm really trying to do right now.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm gonna take Yosmar Petit and just.
That's strong. I've got it.
I'm going to have like 80 fucking pickups in this league next week.
Who are you thinking about picking up on the wire next week?
Let me tell you, Chris Archer's there. Noah Syndergaard is still on the board. In case you're wondering,
they should like automatically bump them to the back so that only guys who
guys that are out.
Guys that are out, just so they don't accidentally get drafted.
That is your mistake if you don't have someone in your queue better than fucking Noah Syndergaard.
So Dusty didn't take any closers?
Not a single closer.
Oh, he went for it, huh? He took
first pitcher was
for the first
Wheeler
9 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, and he still has not taken a relief pitcher. He is straight up hunting saves, gonna try and go and win Ks and strikeouts and win offense and hope that his ratios are good enough to carry him.
And that can definitely win.
Guys, say a prayer for my guy to get back to me.
That can definitely win the league.
More.
Who is it? Say it.
We don't care.
Please. Adam Frazier.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, that's good.
He's my guy.
He's hitting third in Pittsburgh, isn't he?
He might him.
All right. If Madani or Kraus
Or watch.
We know they're listening.
Oh, Edward Oliveira is gone. That's my dude.
Don't do it, Madani. Don't do it. You already won your main event.
Yeah, the champ.
Leave him.
You don't need another one. Yeah.
You don't need another one. You don't need
him. No orange. No orange. No orange. No orange. Don't show me orange. Don't show me orange.
Yes.
Nice.
Interesting guy.
That is funny you say the color, because I do freak out like when the sticker is the color of the guy that you're targeting. You're like, oh shit.
All right. Let's see. Who is starting?
Funny. Someone who I would like always take here now, and I'll name him just because he's not even he's on the taxi squad, is Jake Fraley. Like, what happened to that guy? Just quietly
people
got booted.
I gotta look.
All right, doing something weird here, guys.
It is the 29th round.
Yeah, that it is.
A third catcher.
What's the thinking there?
Well, I got Caratini.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not the starting catcher. I think he may be the starting catcher the first day, because I think I want to say he's Darvish's
personal catcher.
Darvish's catcher. So I'm assuming he's going to be in there. But if he's not in there the first day, I just don't want to take the chance that he's not in there any of the 3 games. And Stallings, like, he goes against Flaherty the first game, but I don't know. Just want to make sure I got my tracks covered there.
It's funny, like, that stuff's going to be so important, making sure, like, I mean, you're going to take some zeros at some point just because shit happens, but like...
Yeah, but you don't want to force a zero in either.
Exactly. Even if it's a catcher, like...
Yeah, for sure. You just got to be... I don't know if you guys heard the Sleep on the Bus with Paul earlier in the week, but him and I got in an argument where we were talking about our main event teams because him and Dusty left, like, a lot of their spots blank. For this first 3 days, and the argument is, like, we've been talking about it all, since we knew it was 60 games, is like leagues are going to be won and lost by, tiny, stats. Like, it's going to, leagues are going to be lost by 3 strikeouts. So if you take 2 or 3 zeros in, the first 3 days, like, that could be a really big deal.
I mean, that happens in a 162 gamer. Like, It's definitely going to happen now.
Oh. I mean, then again, I'm looking at starting fucking Justin Marsh tomorrow.
I wish you well. At least, he's not facing a good team or anything.
No, he's not. Oh, Jesus.
At least your expectations are high.
Yeah. Ryan Helsley this late is a pretty decent buy.
Yeah, why not? I mean, if nothing happens this weekend, he's one of your first cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice to have that.
So, that was a good buy by the other Wagner. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, Wagner.
There's 2 Wagners. I don't know the other Wagner. I know.
Yeah,
I know our boy who's about to pick. All right, so I've narrowed my next pick down to 3 guys. The question is, which one of the 3
will I take?
I don't think you're going to take any of them, to be quite honest. But which one will I take? Is the question. I mean, you could take one of them for sure, but I don't know that is necessarily. I don't necessarily know that any of these guys are. Guys you're thinking about, and then I got to figure out who my catcher is going to be for the first week of the season until Austin Nola gets eligibility.
Hey, how come your screen isn't updating your draft board?
Oh, because it's probably is it?
No, you're good.
It's
just updated.
It's a little bit slow on the uptake sometimes. Oh, D. Gordon. Oh, he took one of the guys I was thinking about.
Did I? Drew Pollard?
Yeah.
Wow, Ryan.
29th round. I'm pissing both of you guys off.
Yeah. Wow.
Invited onto the pod and just
All right. So
Throwing
the
away
question
friendships.
is Tanner Roark versus Tampa Bay or Trevor Williams versus St. Louis?
Maybe a zero is the
maybe a relief pitcher.
Yeah.
May I suggest to you?
That may be the right decision. Or maybe I'll just take my second catcher now and give myself a little bit of time to figure out that decision. And maybe do I have enough? I have enough pitchers already, so actually I don't need to take someone who is. All right, I'm gonna take my second catcher, and then I'm going to take a look at maybe just a different player.
Just go, yeah.
Who might be interesting either for next week, or for this week. As well, probably not for this week. Okay. Got to figure out who would be the interesting guy. Maybe. Oh, that's the interesting guy.
Oh, Asdrubal Cabrera, who got him?
Zeidman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice pick because it looks like he may be the starting guy.
Okay. Brady Singer, that probably should have been who I took. Just to get some upside there. But I'm going to take G-Man Choi to finish out my draft.
I'm going to draft a fourth catcher.
Are you?
Yeah.
Why?
I believe pretty strongly in four catchers. One in my util, one in my Caratini's got first base eligibility. I'm going to start him first.
Yeah, you could.
Rawlings at catcher and somebody else at util. I'm trying a unique. You got to work on the extremes when it's a short season like this, you know.
I'm going to refresh the draft board for you guys who are still watching. I cannot believe there's anybody still watching at this point.
How many people we got?
I would hope not.
9?
I just want to say how much I love you guys.
Yeah, that's right. The dedication is
unbelievable.
It's really something. What time is it? It's only 11.
But it's 2:00 in the morning on the East Coast. So, Henley Rupert, I think he lives like overseas. So it's it might be like 9:00 in the morning for him.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked at the comments. Billy Hayes, I know him.
Yeah, he was my main event partner.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and my other main event.
Cool.
And I really, really like the team we put together there. I like this team too, but there's definitely some work that's got to be done.
I feel like me and Toby are going to be battling over $500 fab closers.
Don't worry, I will not go $500 on a closer. So
but at least there will be closers to get at some point, right? So that is the better. I think that's better than being in the situation where I'm at, where I need speed. Like, what speed guy is coming onto the market?
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
You maybe a luck into somebody. But
you might. Like Birdie last year or September Hampson.
Exactly, the September Hanson. But I think people will be much quicker on the trigger and dropping guys this year. So that's always but I like my team, and so that's I think all that matters, right? Let's look at Ryan. I'm gonna look at Ryan's team. Oh, you're the one who took Matthew Boyd.
Are the Blue Jays definitely playing at Camden? Is that like the word?
It's
I don't know.
It's not official yet, but the team has already signed off on it. They're just waiting for the Maryland governor to sign off. So it sounds like it's gonna happen. The question is,
unlike the Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it depends on where the other games are gonna be played, because obviously you can't play all your games there because the schedule doesn't match up perfectly for home and away. So, are they going to play the games in Buffalo? Or apparently the Connecticut governor reached out to the team and said, hey, why don't you come play all your games in Hartford? That's them trying to get a professional team.
All right, guys, here's the question.
Last pick. All right.
Mr. Irrelevant of draft season.
Do I go with Trent Thornton and his 2 start next week? Not great matchups, Nationals and the Phillies. Or do I go with Rowdy Tellez, who I'm a big fan of, doesn't necessarily have the sweetest matchups,
How do you feel in whip right now? Because that whip and ERA is where you're going to get hurt by Thornton.
Yeah, and no win and very few strikeouts. I think you should go with Trent Thornton.
Yeah.
I really like him though.
Yeah, I know. Those are just that's a tough two-step.
It is a tough two-step, but like Rowdy Tellez, is he gonna play every game? I don't know that he is. Like so.
All right, Thornton it is. Thornton it is.
Good luck with that. I mean, I like Thornton from a straight skills perspective, but he's also got to have the feel of his pitches when he's going. You gonna say hi? My wife just walked in.
He did well. I think you'll get your money back.
Ryan says he thinks I'll get my money back, that I did well. So we'll see.
Ryan's blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah, probably.
Why do I care what he says about my money being spent?
Your money. It is her money.
Yes.
It's all her money.
Yes.
So, no, I like my team. So,
you liked your team the other year too.
and Justin, what shirt are you wearing, by the way?
I am wearing the Justin Mason Main Event T-shirt. Draft is officially complete.
Nice.
There we go.
Draft is complete, guys. Now we gotta wait for our grades to come in.
The 2020 version of that shirt will have a COVID thing with your.
You know what? Fuck those.
Chapman and Soto picks. But.
I was doing the pod with Paul today, talking about my OC team from last night, and the Fantasy Pros gave me a grade of a D, and I'm like, I really like this fucking team. I'm like, but
I don't think they give many Ds.
Yeah, I was really surprised. I was like, well, fuck you, Fantasy Pros.
I might have gotten a D+ in one of my drafts too.
I'm gonna look at what they said for my other main event team. So
the thing is, like, all of my late round picks this year, I'm targeting like possible closers, or 2 starters for the next week. So it's just like, how do you grade that, right? Like,
well, and that's why I think that they graded me so poorly, because I've been targeting a lot of these middle relievers that are going to end up getting dropped after this week. Let's see. I'm looking at my other main event team. They gave me a C. So
B- for me. Sounds about right.
What I get in that one?
Oh, were you guys both in the same main event?
Yeah, we were both in the same main events, which was unfortunate.
We were
separated though, right?
Yeah.
They wouldn't let us hear each other.
Last night I was 2.
Yeah.
And
I did not get a single early fucking pick. And I set my KDS 1, 2, 3 and then changed everything. And did not get a single early pick in any of these drafts after the COVID stuff. So that's a huge bummer for me.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I
guys,
was hoping for Cole, but I'm not as lucky as Toby got tonight.
I know. You guys.
That was awesome.
I was talking to Brian Slack before this, because he had 3 third round pick or number 3 earlier today, I think, and I was like, dude, I will flip the fuck out if I get Cole right here. And then I saw Acuna go, and then it's like the guy's up, and you're just like, please, because I had Verlander. I had him in my queue. I was going to take Verlander there over Yelich because I have Scherzer, I have DeGrom, and I wanted to get a little bit more exposure. And I also think guy's been like the best pitcher the last 2 years. So, but
Man,
you were gonna give the guy who won the main event last year Yelich at 4.
I thought about that. I was like, yeah, I got to do that though. You got to go with your heart, man. You got to follow your heart, your strategy.
No pocket aces this time for you.
Yeah, I thought about it at 3. It's tough because right there, I'm probably looking at Morton. I love Giolito. Like, I think he's got a great career ahead of him.
I would have gone Morton there too. Yeah.
What's that?
I would have gone Morton over Castillo or Giolito as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you look at their schedules, Giolito's is brutal. He's got Twins, Brewers. I don't know. He's got 4 matchups from hell to start off the season. And then Morton's not that much better. Like, he's got He's got the Blue Jays, which isn't bad, but then he's got the Phillies, I think, and then he's got the Red Sox, and then he's got the Yankees. I mean, he'll be fine, but I just didn't love them. And I thought with Cole, I feel so good, or with Verlander, I'd feel so good. And so I jumped Lynn and Ray because I just thought, okay, got a steady ace. I'm going to go for K's hard. I like both of them. They both got really good schedules to start off the year. And then from there, I wanted Hendricks to partner with them. And it was super funny because I was thinking this earlier today in my head, and then I was listening to the Launch Angle pod, and they talked about doing the same thing, like pairing Ray with Hendricks. And I was like,
I heard that too. Yeah.
So we'll see.
One team I'm just noticing now, Team 10 took 4 closers in the first 8 rounds. Hader, Yates, Osuna, and Anderson.
Yeah.
And then went, it looks like pretty heavy starters, like 16th round.
That's interesting.
I've never seen that before.
He also took starters that all have like good matchups early on too. In Martin Perez, Dakota Hudson, Adam Wainwright, Vince Velasquez, and then a 2-step next week for Wade Miley, Brett Anderson, who is on the IL, so that's kind of a weird pick, but.
Venus and Smith have COVID, but no, I mean that's a super interesting. I can't believe Lindor fell to me at 12.
At 12, your start was strong.
Yeah,
not that it went downhill, but I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. No, Lindor and Bieber would be like that's ideal for me at 12. Like I would take. I have Bieber above.
I yelled at you for Mitch Keller, but I didn't know it was you too. So
I love some Mitch. I've got him in my other main.
Gallon really fell.
Yeah. A lot of guys really fell. Like this was a
crazy
weird draft.
I've kind of been not like outspoken, but like not as on Gallon as other people, just because the price was crazy. I mean, it was like 6th or 7th round until recently. So I don't know, 10th round, I'll take it.
Well, if I don't win it, I hope one of you guys do.
Yeah. Likewise.
So I've got to go write 2 articles now.
Tonight?
So yeah.
Justin.
So and then I got to be up at like 7:30 for work. So
do you just sleep? Do you sleep in the shed or? What do you?
I might have to tonight because the wife apparently is not very happy that I took Juan Soto and Aroldis Chapman.
Chapman there though, pass pick 100.
Yeah, I mean it was too good of a value to pass up.
He's just got to test it. Like the thing with Chapman, it's not going to take him long to ramp up. He feels fine. Once he get those tests,
and Soto too. I mean, once Soto is back, he's back. And if for some reason, he's back in 3 or 4 days, or even in the next 10 days, I'm sitting pretty. It's if it lasts longer than that. So for both those guys, I just got to hope that they're both back in the next 10 days before that 3rd period starts.
I'm doing the same with Rendon. Obliques scare the shit out of me, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's nice though because you have Moustakas and Turner that you can throw in there.
It was kind of by design. I knew he wasn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Moustakas was another one I yelled out about. I yelled at you a lot. I yelled at Toby a fair amount. Like Lance Lynn in the 4th was just like I think that's his max pick or his min pick.
That's his min pick. Yeah. It's the brutal thing. I thought about it and I was just like. In terms of pitchers, there's an island of Lance Lynn, I feel like, between Paddock / Greinke and the next tier of guys. And with Cole already there, the strikeouts were just they were tantalizing. And then I also did Ray's min pick, I think, at least recently in the last 3 days at 93.
Are you buying the mechanical changes?
Yeah, a little bit. I do think it's less the mechanical changes as it is the velo. Like his velo is back up. And then when you look at his arm action, I know this is like a garbage reason, but like it's a lot like Giolito. what Giolito did last year, where he didn't extend the ball as much. It's very much like that. I know nothing about mechanics, but especially with Cole as that anchor, I felt good, and I didn't think he was going to get back to me at 118. So I was like, I got to pull the trigger now. And what was amazing is it was either him or Eddie Rosario. Rosario made it back to me at 118.
All the way back. That's the long end of your snake too.
I was also pissed at you about Hendricks too. That's my boy. Yeah, I mean, I like what you did in terms of kind of pairing Ray and Hendricks, because you get the strikeouts from Ray, and then you kind of get that cushion in the ERA and WHIP if things aren't as beautiful for Robbie Ray with Kyle Hendricks. That's a really good pairing of two pitchers. I really like what you did with your team. Both of you guys, I really like what you did with your guys' teams.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It feels, to be honest with you, it feels weird to not do the pocket aces. Like I feel vulnerable, like I'm like, what am I doing here?
You've done it enough. Have you done it in every other main?
Every other main, yeah. The other three mains I did pocket aces.
This will be your best main. This will be the main.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, that would be kind of funny if this one is.
What's that?
That would be funny if this was the one main where this was your best team. It's the only one you didn't do pockets.
It helps to help Garrett Cole though, right? It's like
yeah,
that's
kind of like
good
his
start,
own pocket ace. Yeah.
It's it's interesting. I've had 7 drafts in 7 days, and every night I can't sleep because I've got like adrenaline pumping through, and I'm thinking about the next day's draft. Just going.
What are you going to do tomorrow? Are you just going to take the day off work and
set lineups for 4 hours?
Detox,
Dude. Yeah, he's got to set 30 lineups.
I have not been able to get to bed before like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I've only done 4 drafts since they announced the season. That's it. Or no, I've done 5 drafts since they announced the season, and I was itching, super itching to do another draft or 2, and I kept telling myself, no, just focus on the ones I've got. Don't fucking jump into another. And 1, my wife would kill me, and 2, it's just there's going to be so much variance, and as much as I love that. It's also scary to invest so much money into it, not knowing what the hell could happen.
That's what I had the 2 mains, but once the restart happened, I just did a DC. And Toby, you were in that one too. But
just tracking you around, just to get where's Boomfield going?
That was crazy. That thing filled within an hour. I was the second person to sign up, and I put it out there, and that was awesome.
Well, you put it out there, and I'd only done 1 other draft, and I had my mains coming and stuff like that, and I was just like, I need to really get familiar with the player pool again.
Right.
It was super helpful in doing that. You forget how in tuned you are when you do those on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, it was well worth it, even if that team ends up sucking. At least you're just in the right mindset for your big draft. So
I already have Kershaw on that team.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, I've got a couple Kershaw shares.
I don't have any Kershaw, and this is the only draft I've got.
That literally came out of nowhere, Kershaw. Yes, he's got injury risk, but God, he looked fine.
Yeah.
And then opening day, he gets scratched, and it sucks.
You gotta just hope that he ends up being, fine. And this was just, hey, we want the roster spot. You'll be back next week type thing.
It sounded like Roberts said he's going to be back, not next week, but the week. So the 31st or whatever, the second full week.
Yeah. That's just,
but back in, it's just scary.
Yeah. It's hard to keep a guy on your roster. This season when you don't know when he's going to be back. And you obviously have to with Kershaw, but it just means less flexibility other places.
For sure.
So, all right, guys, I'm going to run just because I do have these articles to write.
6,000 words to pump out.
We currently have almost as many people watching the stream that are in the stream. Now we have 3 people watching the stream, 3 people in the stream. Those of you who watch, you guys are the real MVPs.
Yeah, you're a rock star.
Good luck. you guys in all your leagues, except for this one.
Yeah, have fun, guys.
Likewise. Same to you guys.
Take it easy.
All right.